Yo, what up? I want to give a shout out to Oc Nation News for covering this video. All right, y'all, here we go.
A family crying out for justice tonight. Good evening, I'm Kelly Kennedy. Jim Nelson has the night off. A man is shot and killed while attending a vigil for a friend who was also murdered. Tonight, his loved ones celebrated his life and prayed for the gun violence to stop. Here's Michelle Nix.
A young father of three, a working man who his family says had big plans to get out of the city because of the violence. But Kelvin Clark died last week, shot and killed at this park as he.
So I know you all might be hearing some noise in the background. That's not me. That's the actual news channel. All right, let's continue.
Attended a vigil for a friend, also murdered because of gun violence.
Dreams is to get our family out of here. You know, that was the main thing he wanted us to do. For all of us, all his best friends, like we wanted to get out, make it out.
Robert Allen can't fight back his flood of tears after losing his best friend of 15 years. 26-year-old Kelvin Clark of Cleveland was shot in the head and died at the hospital last week.
We just continue to remember how.
So basically, he went to a vigil to pay respects to his friend that was also murdered, and he ended up getting murdered. Like, I mean, how did, oh, I don't even know. All right, let's go.
How good of a person he was, Father God.
As Clark's family prays for peace on the streets, they tell me another mother is without her son, and 3 young children will grow up without their father because of an epidemic of violence on Cleveland streets.
They need to stop.
So, I want you all to pay close attention to what she's going to say.
But I feel like it's never going to stop. These moms raising these knuckleheads is never going to stop. But
Yep. Y'all hear that? You heard what she just said, right? Let's rewind it. Let's go back.
Cleveland streets.
they need to stop. But I feel like it's never going to stop. These moms raising these knuckleheads is never going to stop. But people need to, I feel like these black men need to come together and get the young generation, open up community.
So she says that she fears that it's never going to stop because of the mothers who raised those knuckleheads. Interesting. It's like you're starting to hear this more and more now. Not even coming from the space. You're starting to hear it all over. And then let's rewind that again, what she said about black men. Let's see. Let's rewind that a little bit. Here we go. Oh, y'all got to forgive me. I got to find a way to. You see how the mouse is right there? I got to find a way to make that disappear. I gotta find a way to do that so you guys won't see the little hand thingy there. But let's go.
Generation, open up communities, open up something for they can do instead of killing each other.
Chelsea Graham said her brother was
God damn
murdered.
it.
Something for the young generation. Like these black men need to come heads is never going to, I feel like it's never
All right,
going to
let's go.
stop. These moms raising these knuckleheads is never going to stop. But people need to, I feel like these black men need to come together and get the young generation, open up communities, open up something for they can do instead of killing each other.
Chelsea Graham said her brother was murdered at a vigil for a friend who was shot and killed on Bessemer near East 93rd Street. But she's determined to remember her sibling for the kind, loving, funny man.
So she wants black men to get together and open community centers and yada 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 yada. I mean, we've already we've done that. We've done that already. It's not going to work. Okay? It may work for a few here and there before, us as a collective, because black people always want to think they always want to say that, oh, we're a collective. It's not going to work unless you fix what's in the household. I mean, it just is what it is. Like I said in my other video, like you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be rich. You just got to have two decent individuals who will come together and raise a child.
Man he was.
I didn't want us to be sad. I wanted to be like a celebration because my brother loved to have fun.
Boo, we love you and we miss you and keep watching over us.
As balloons are released in Clark's memory, his friends say he landed a job in Alaska and wanted to make a safe and fresh start away from bullet-riddled streets. His family saying his death, a heartbreaking loss that no other family needs to suffer.
And it's not worth it. It's not worth the heartbreak for people and their families.
Wow, so he had a job offer in Alaska because he was trying to get out of the hood. He was trying to get out. And that's probably why he was murdered. It's probably why he was murdered because they shot him in the head. So they wanted to kill him.
Reporting in Cleveland, Michelle Nix, 19 News.